can say whatever you want. Hey, I'm Brian with New Car Spin. I got my cool little helmet sock on, and I am in the pace car. This is a Dodge Challenger RT.
Yeah, RT.
And I'm here with Derek from Skip Barber Racing. How you doing, Derek?
Doing well. Another day in the office.
Yeah, tough day. I agree. So we're gonna do something here for the Fiat Abarth track day, and we're going to be in the pace car, and then all those cars behind us, those are Fiat 124 Spiders. This mirror doesn't really show them all, but there are 4 back there, and they're going to follow us at this course, which is the Crescent Motorsports Ranch. So when we get the green light here to hit the track, we are going to hit the track. So this is unedited footage. That's what I'm doing this year, so please leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it. And this is as real a deal as you can get. And I hope you appreciate the footage I get you guys. So when they're ready, we're just gonna sit tight, and Derek may explain as we go through these corners, like what we do, trail braking, things like that.
Yeah,
so
just kind of give you a nice little walk around. That way, when you hop in the cars, then you know what to expect.
Excellent. Yeah, because I get to go in the Fiat Spiders and the 500s after this.
Actually, hold maybe 45 seconds because the other group is just passing.
So there's the other group over there.
Yeah, copy that.
I think you just hit a cone.
I might have. I think I did as well. Joe, there's a cone in front of me.
Take care, sorry.
Charlie? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, he said sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Underway? All right, here we go.
All right.
We'll get them all in line. Wait for them to pass.
Okay. It's a very windy day out there too, so I'd take more footage. Like I'd take external footage, but the wind messes up the mic. So from in the vehicle, I'll do that.
All right,
This is much
you're
better.
ready.
All right, underway.
Derek, you should be good there in like the back boot section.
Copy that. We're rolling out. All right. So, as always, track etiquette. When you enter a track from pit lane, you always stay to the outside or wherever you're entering from until you get through your corner. You're gonna keep your eyes up, looking around. Never forget to just breathe. It's one of the hardest things you can do in a race car. People forget to breathe. They get so tense and locked up and focused that they don't quite know they gotta breathe. And so they lose focus that way because they're now out of breath and can't, focus on what's ahead of them. So we're gonna keep our eyes up, make sure to take some deep breaths on the straightaway, smile, enjoy it, and get underway.
Good advice. Do we have to have the window down, or
No, we can go up, bud.
Good job.
Alright, our cones are going to be our reference here. This big cone at the end is going to be our turn in. So nice and easy, looking through the corner, finding your apex, and tracking out to the exit curving. Nice and simple, 3 parts to the corner there. And nice little touch of the brake. Make sure we've still got everybody behind us. Only going to track out about halfway because we got to get back to the right side to get set up for our left-hand corner here. We'll make sure we get down to our apex. This is a very patient corner because you can really step the rear out pretty quick in an off-cambered uphill corner like that. So keep your eyes ahead, waving to our fans in the van. Over there watching our corner. Making sure we got all of our little ducklings still. They look like they're in a row. We're doing all right.
Yep. I don't know. I think those fans are there just to watch what happens.
Watch the carnage out here. Come on, we're gonna keep our little ducklings all in a row.
No,
It's
no,
gonna be okay.
We had some good instruction today from Sebastian, so we know what we're doing.
There we go. He's a very knowledgeable man in the sport. He's been in it for a long time. So this section up here is pretty tight. So we're actually gonna slow down quite a bit. 1, to regain the group so no one comes in here too fast, and 2, so they see that it's a really late turn in, really late, then get to our apex, and then hit the apex on the back side of this corner here.
That's tricky.
Yeah, so the reason for the late turn-in is so you can already set yourself up for that switchback. If you're in too early, then you put yourself at the entrance of the corner already, the next corner, too early. So it just kind of links itself together, and then you're off beat basically for the whole section. Now as we come back out, start to get back on power, we'll slowly start to build some speed. Looks like I am maybe missing a car. There we go, we got 4 in a row, we're good.
Right. Somewhere back there.
They're hiding. The ducklings are doing okay now. So as we continue on, we're going to start building speed, start moving our brake zones a little bit deeper. Just starting to gain some RPMs. It really helps settle the car too through the corners once you're at speed. Right now they're not sure what to do.
Well, I'm definitely feeling the bolsters and the seats working.
Yeah, I can adjust mine, and I've made sure to tighten mine up.
Yeah.
Again, this is that loose corner, so you're just patient on the throttle application. I don't want to come through there too fast, because who knows if they'll try and catch up and stomp on the throttle and go spinning off.
True. And I've actually been on this track before myself, and I drove an Audi A6 TDI on this track. I've also gone for a ride with the chief safety guy from Corvette Club. So I have a video of that on my YouTube channel too, driving the Crescent Motorsports Ranch, or actually going for a ride in the Corvette. It's a loud video. We're in helmets, you can't hear what we're saying. Here in the Dodge Challenger, we're having a much better time.
We can hear and talk to each other in normal voices.
In a pace car, showing those journalists, automotive journalists, the way around the track today. And I'm also in that group. I just get to go in the next group because I have the blue wristband. All right, here's more of the track. I do have to say, when you keep your head up and your eyes up on the horizon, you won't get car sick.
Real easy to follow the track as well. You know, the biggest key to keeping your eyes ahead is being able to perceive stuff a lot sooner. So it looks like it's coming at you a lot slower, but that's only because you're looking at it so far away. I mean, on the highway, you're not going to look at the lines right in front of you. You're going to look 300-400 yards in front of you to be able to perceive what's coming at you.
Yeah, you'll also be able to see police on the side of the road waiting for you.
Yeah, those guys too.
Yeah.
Those guys as well. So we've got a couple ducklings that are falling behind a little bit. That's why we're keeping the pace down, but not bad for the first time around the track.
I agree.
Not bad for the first time.
We are definitely using the bolsters in these seats, so
definitely getting a workout in there. Alright, signal for a pass by. Regather everybody.
So what they're doing back there is they're shuffling from first to rear. They're in single file behind the pace car, trying to follow our line like if you were in the snow, you'd follow the person in front. So Derek here is giving them the line they need to get around this track, and hopefully I'm paying attention.
It's hard sometimes. We say in this business the hardest thing to do is count to 3, because we get 3 laps, and so remembering what our 3rd lap was is always tricky.
Well, because you're always trying to
yeah, I mean,
like I did this. Did I do this last time I was here?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and you got 4 other guys behind you. You got to keep in
you're monitoring
in your
that
sight. Yeah,
and you gotta see where you're going too, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
you're doing a lot of work here.
You'd be amazed at how much driving I actually do in my rearview mirrors, even on the streets. Like I would say, probably 50% of my street driving is in rearview mirrors. Got to know what's going on. You got to be aware of your surroundings for sure. And so on a racetrack, even more so, especially when you're racing like multi-class series. When you like, I race in an endurance series, and so there's multi-classes or multiple classes, and you've got to be able to see the fast guys coming up behind you, or while you're still trying to pass the slower guys.
Yeah, you have to make room for the fast guys.
Yep, exactly. And if it works out well, if you get it timed just right, neither of you lose any time, which is key. Yeah, because the more seconds you lose, obviously, the closer someone behind you is going to get. And
oh, so you mean it's not like I-35 in Austin where you're supposed to let people go by?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, a little bit different.
Okay, yeah. So like maybe like. I have no idea what he said.
Couldn't catch that.
Yeah, Joe, if you could give us like 4 or 5 minutes warning.
Trying to listen to them and I forget my pass by.
Joe, you copy? Trying to go again for trouble. 10-4 do it about 2 minutes away. Thank you.
So we'll get one more decent lap.
All right, one more lap, and then I get to drive.
Woo-hoo.
Are they going to switch cars? Because there's also a section, a group of cars doing the.
I think it'll be just
500.
switching drivers.
Okay.
Like you're switching groups, run groups.
Okay, well that would be me. I get to get out and go drive a. I'm going to go for the Fiat Spider. It's kind of cheating if I throw the top down, but.
Any questions, concerns, comments, complaints?
If you do, put them in the comments below. I'll let Derek know. I'll email him.
That works too.
I don't have any questions.
All right.
Because I've actually been on this track years ago. I did point passing, so everyone passed me because I was driving a diesel Audi. And no, I wasn't cheating. Only Audi was cheating.
Oh. That jab.
But I know, like, we're coming up on the wagon wheel. This little section, I don't remember the name for it. But I remember this track. I just had to work on my release of the brake. So the trail braking.
We're talking about that.
Yeah. But we're not going for lap times here today, are we?
No, Penske's not out here watching you.
Okay.
Or whoever your favorite team is.
But I do probably Hendrick, whoever Hendrick is.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Hendrick, Felix Sabates, all those guys.
Awesome. One of those ducklings.
5-minute warning.
There he is.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to get more. I thought we had a 2-minute warning. So.
Thank you, Joe.
2 and then 5. And
Oh, 2 for the drivers, or for the guys that got to come in.
Okay.
So they can regain their groups watching on corners.
At the end of the day today, though, I do get a Skip Barber Racing School certificate.
Yeah.
So I'm track certified, which would be really cool because not that I can drive like this on the street, but I can certainly come back to a track and say, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yeah, here's
It's
the
always
snake.
good. You know, then you can take it into like a 3-day school or a 2-day school with Skip Barber as well, and really hone those skills, especially like the trail brake, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Be able to, apply that to any track day you attend from there on out.
I do have a question. I have a really serious question.
Yeah.
Does the car matter?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, that's a shocker. So the preference is obviously rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason it matters is because, just like we're dealing with out here today. So your 124s are rear-wheel drive front-engine cars. Your 500s are front-wheel drive front-engine cars. They handle very differently.
I agree.
And your CPR skills that you are learning today
Yes.
will be different in a front-wheel drive car. Because if you find yourself in a slide and you kind of try to catch it with steering, well, once you finally regain traction and that steering wheel's pointed in a different direction, then that's where the car is going to go. Unlike this, where you can release the steering because the back is going to be what's driving your vehicle.
Yes.
So once, the way to save a front-wheel drive car is basically stay in it. Point where you want to go and stay in it.
Yeah.
Whereas a rear wheel drive, your hands have to be fast and you've got to be able to catch the slides. So that's why I say that there's a different, or why the car matters, yes.
Especially when you have traction control, like those electronic systems are working it out, so you might as well just keep your foot in it.
Yeah, on a front wheel drive car, for the most part, don't take that verbatim, but for the most part, you want to just kind of stay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming up to pit, so I will pit this lap. Do what? Come again?
Yeah, receive checker, yeah, great cargo checker.
Oh, copy that. Alright, so this is the last final one. This is it right here.
Okay.
For all the marbles.
There's your checker.
So we'll slowly bend it in.
For the prize of the inconsequential values.
Yep. Acknowledge your flagmen. You always have to acknowledge your flagmen.
Okay.
Especially at the end of a long weekend. They sit out there through their lunches, through breakfasts. They're out there all day, and they're the ones that make sure you're safe. So always acknowledge your flagmen. And not only that, that way when you're in a race and you get a yellow flag, you know where all the flag stands are, so you don't accidentally pass under yellow, possibly throw your race away. Good little tip there.
Sounds like a good tip.
Alright, so we're on it.
Approaching pit end.
Give them a little bit of speed. Get some good braking in there. Let them have some fun with it. They've all been behaving pretty well, so start to increase that speed over time.
And by the way, this is not a hot lap. This is our first time out on this full-size track today. We did a skid pad, we did a autocross track, all of it here at Crescent. It's having a blast.
Go. A little bit of catch. Back to power. This is all she wrote. Last straightaway. Yeah, then my duck things up. Head on into pit.
The funny thing is, like, the difference between in person and on camera, like, on camera, you don't get a sensation of the speed. It's really hard to show how fast things are actually happening. But it's quick. It's real quick. And that's why you have to have your eyes up and looking where you want to go. It's hard to do because all this scenery is pretty cool here today.
It is a pretty neat track.
Yeah. At least we don't have to look out for wild animals.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I haven't
There's the
spotted
occasional
any.
fox.
Oh, really?
I bet there's the occasional fox or snake.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can run over the snake.
Yeah,
Fine with
yeah,
that.
the snake. Turtles, not so much.
Yeah.
We've encountered turtles in racetracks before.
Cool. And boom.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much,
Not
sir.
a problem.
That was
Thank
fun.
you for the ride along.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.